very much. First of all, I would like to thank the leadership of Center for Global and Strategic Studies to invite me to your kind invitation to participate in this conference. And also I would like to thank our embassy and personal ambassador Irmalovich for your support. Thank you very much. Formerly I was director of Center International Studies, which is official partner of SEO Forum. And for 10 years we have been attending the SEO forums, and so we are very again thankful for this opportunity to be here again. So over the short period of time that has passed since Belarus joined the Shanghai Cooperation Organization as an observer, it closely follows the processes that unfold in the SEO today. Being on the western frontier of the SEO, Belarus can make a real contribution as a donor of regional stability and security, can make a contribution to the fulfillment of the goals of organization, taking into account the importance of universal and ultimate security. We admit that SEO has provided a favorable environment for Belarus growth on the international arena since we were granted this observer status in 2015. The increase in the number of countries supporting the Shanghai spirit of equal, mutually beneficial and peaceful coexistence of nations is a testimony to the growing authority of SEO. Many experts underline that this accession of India, Pakistan, and possibly Iran in some future are changing the nature of the SEO. It could be a platform offering a Eurasian alternative to Western Europe, to the non-Western center of gravity in Eurasia. Belarus, as the initiator of the integration of integrations idea, tries to identify new points of interaction of European Eurasian Economic Union, European Union, and Eurasian aids. And first, in Belarus, the industrial park, the Great Stone, is the most important element of the Belt and Road Initiative. For now, there are around 40 residents registered in this park, including companies from China, Russian Federation, the United States, Germany, France. And in 2017, by decree of our president, the park was granted tax privileges that are not found in other countries. 10 years without any taxes, and another 10 years only half of taxes are paid, and such regime is established till 2062. I think that interested parties will be able to participate in this project to implement effective economic strategies in Eurasian Economic Union, European Union, and SEO countries. At the same time, Belarus has the observer status in so-called Initiative 16+1. This is expanded cooperation between Belt and Road Initiative and bloc of 16 countries in Central and Eastern Europe. 11 of them are the members of the European Union. For Belarus, European Union is the second trade partner after Russian Federation, and Belarus is the only one country of Eastern Partnership that do not have any conflicts on its territory. And of course, this enhances our capacity of a relative partner, and also can create a certain bridge between Europe and Eurasia. Belarus supports the initiative concerning the need to ensure food security on the continent. In Tsingtao, Belarusian President Lukashenko has suggested to use national capacities to strengthen food security of the SEO, because Belarus has a traditionally strong and efficient agricultural sector, high technology manufacturing and agricultural machinery industry. Belarus consistently advocates for the elimination of artificial barriers in this field. I would also like to say that in June 29, Minsk will host the International Agricultural Expo Belagro, which will run a special agro-SEO platform. Another sphere of mutual interest could be the development of a common electronic platform, as President Lukashenko named it, IT ecosystem, that will incorporate the possibilities of electronic mass media, social networks, e-trade. Recently in Belarus, the first crypto stock exchange was opened. It is the first on the CIS space. Next, the European Union, Eurasian Economic Union, and SCO are nuclear countries scope. In this concern, the strengthening of nuclear safety and use of peaceful nuclear technologies, deepening of scientific cooperation in this sphere could be a very good dimension of cooperation. Considering the huge potential of SCO countries in various areas, we should consider the implementation of specific projects that will drive economic development forward. It is often said that in many cases the economic dimension of SCO is replaced by bilateral relations, that there is no such dimension in SCO at all. It is true to some extent. Big economic projects could not be real without functioning of common finance and banking system. We think that the tactics of mutually beneficial projects, sectoral cooperation can boost a real economic growth on SCO level. Also, we have to say about cooperation in security sphere. As a colleague was mentioned, that the cooperation between sectoral cooperation between Belarusian ministries and the ministries of SCO countries has grows rapidly. And in 2019, the delegation of defense minister and Prosecutor General has been visited different events, SCO events, because our country traditionally has formed good and respectful relations between different nations, between different cultures, without any religious, national or other type of persecution. At the same time, the location of Belarus, citizens, combatants who act outside their state. And Belarus, the criminal liability for creation of extremist formation and financing of its activity was introduced, along with recruitment that assumes material compensation as an obligatory element of the law provision. The participation itself of our citizens as stateless person in armed conflict or military actions abroad is recognized as a crime in our country. Radicalism, search and conversion of new person among mature youth, their involvement in the forbidden organization and the fulfillment of terrorist actions are just a part of modern threats. Only effective international cooperation, internal work of law enforcement bodies of the states are the key factors is counteraction of promotion of radical doctrines and the prevention of terrorist actions. Changing architecture of new world order makes SCO to set up new standards and new horizons, and probably the uniting of European and Eurasian dimension could be one of the possibilities. It requires closer cooperation between international institutions, between different international organizations, between SCO members, observers, and dialogue partners. Let me again underline our commitments to use the opportunities provided by observer status, and thank you for your kind attention. Thank you.